Hey, how's it going, Pokemoshpitbeta HydreigonMaster635 here today, and I am bringing you a UU game I had against sp4ever41 from the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. So, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these teams. So, I have Umbreon Gligar core, really good core for the UU. If you haven't used it, make sure you try it out. He's got Empoleon Gligar though, which is possibly the second best core in my opinion in UU, because they just balance each other's weaknesses and out very well. I have Meloetta and Virizion, which have recently dropped down to UU, and I'm very happy about that. Choice Scarfed Imposter Ditto and a Choice Scarfed Azelf. He's got a bunch of pretty balanced stuff, so this looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. So let's go ahead and lead off here with my Gligar, while he leads off with the obvious Ambipom, the obvious Fake Out lead. So I'm going to just take the Fake Out like a champion, just because that's how Gligar rolls, and obviously flinch. So I will be able to easily set up my Stealth Rocks on the switch out with the U-turn. So that's pretty good for me, because rocks are always important. He doesn't really have too much that are affected by it, but extra residual damage on them switches is always nice. So he goes into the little pink Shaman, and I'm going to go into my Trolleon to take the predicted Hidden Power Ice very well. And that's really good for me, because unfortunately though, Trillian, he can't really do too much to the Shaman, so I'm going to switch on it here, predicting either a Leech Seed or a Seed Flare, either of which Fluttershy will be able to take very well. He goes for the Leech Seed, so I'm going to stay in, go for the close combat, making him think that this is the best thing I have to hit him with, when I actually am a workup Virizion with Hidden Power Ice, Giga Drain, and close combat. So he hits me with a Hidden Power Ice because Virizion has incredible Spec D. I will be able to live that very well, and he's going to actually switch on out of here. I expected him to stay in to take another close combat, but no, he goes into the Gligar. I smack that thing with the Hidden Power Ice, and that is no more Gligar, but wait! He lives with a little sliver of HP, but it's okay, because if he switches out, he will die to Stealth Rocks on the come in. But so he realizes that, decides to stay in, fodder off his Gligar, and that's really good for me, because I don't have to worry about that. I can fire off close combats and whatever I want to from now on. So really good play on my part, if you ask me. So anyway, I go into my Gligar again to take the obvious Fake Out very well. He's going to U-turn on, he's going to switch on either, not wanting to take any more useless Life Orb damage from the U-turn, while I just roost on up, and now I'm nice and happy and healthy at full HP, and Gligar is a boss. So, yep, that's really good for me. The pink Shaman's in here though, and I'm just going to switch into my Fluttershy just to sack it to a Hidden Power Ice or a Seed Flare or whatever he decides to go for. I'm at a low range of health. Sure, I could have possibly used it some more, but this is a good switch for me, because now I can go into my Zelda and my Meloetta, and I could just go for a Relic Song, because at that range he is obviously running some form of bulky Shaman, so I don't think the Ice Punch outside of the Pirouette form will be able to take it out. So gonna go for the Relic Song, and that is pretty good for me, because he goes for the Leech Seed here. Not a real big deal, but it's okay. So yeah, he goes for the Leech Seed, gets nice and healthy. Now right here, I thought he would go for a Protect, so I just go for a close combat, make him think that it's the best thing I have to hit him with. But he decides to just not go for the Protect, stay in here, and it doesn't matter, because I take him out with the close combat just because Meloetta is a beast. Oh my god. So Ambush Bomb comes in here. I call his bluff, expecting me to go into a Gligar, him go for a U-turn. No, I go straight for the close combat, destroy that Ambipom, and that is just incredible right there. So I guess rule of the battle, always go for Fake Out. Always, always, always. If you have it, go for it. So his Ambipom goes down, and I'm going to go in my Gligar now on the Heracross, which completely walls pretty much any Heracross set. I mean, unless some weird-ass Heracross has Hidden Power Ice on it, there's no way a Gligar is you're going to take down a Gligar. So, anyway, go for the Toxic on the incoming thing. I thought he would maybe go into Rotom Heat, but he goes into the Empoleon, And right here, I don't know why I switched into Azelf, because all I do is just U-turn right back on out. I don't know why I did this, but who knows, because now I'm going to go into my Umbreon. I'm going to hopefully take a Scald very well, maybe get a Scald Burn and synchronize it back onto him, because extra residual damage is always helpful. So he actually gets a crit burn, but like I said, Umbreon being very specially defensive will be able to take that very well, get the Synchronize off, and get some residual damage along the way. So that's pretty damn good for me. So I go for the Heal Bell just to heal myself, because why not, while he actually roars me on out of there. So that is kind of like, okay, whatever. He actually sends me into my Gligar, and I can just go for an Earthquake. I mean, to be completely honest, I don't really need Gligar too much. He does have the Heracross around, but I do have a Choice Scarf Azelf, which can easily come in, take it out with the Psyshock, and that's pretty good for me. So I'm actually going to Earthquake him. Brings him into Torrent range, and that will be able to take me out with a Torrent boosted Scald. So down goes Gligar, but like I said, it's not really a big deal, because now he's at a very low range of health, and I will be able to go into my Zelda, and even outside of the Pirouette form, be able to go for the close combat, take out the big-ass Penguin, and that is pretty good for me. So now all he has left is the Rotom Heat and the Heracross. He's going to go into the Rotom Heat now, that little green oven, and that looks so cool. I love that thing. So I'm just going to go into my Ditto, because by experience, Rotom Heat versus Rotom Heat, they two can't really do too much to each other, and I just want to get as much damage on this thing as possible. So he actually goes for T-Ball, and looking at his set, thinking that this is probably a Choice Specs Rotom Heat, just by the looks of it. He doesn't have Volt Switch. He has Hidden Power and Overheat, so I'm thinking that this is probably a Choice Specs Rotom Heat, and that's pretty good for me, because that means my normal form Meloetta will be able to come in, revenge kill this thing. So, yeah, pretty good. And he takes me out with the last T-Bolt, but it's okay, because I didn't really need Ditto too much. Sure, he could have come in and copied the Heracross, but completely honest, Heracross versus Heracross, they can't do anything to each other. So we'll be able to outspeed, like I said, go for the Relic Song, take out that thing, and now all he has left is the Heracross. So I'm just going to leave in Zelda here to die, because I want to lower his defenses and special defenses. He actually goes for a close combat. I probably would have gone for Mega Horn if it was me, but you know what, whatever. I guess he didn't want to miss any Mega Horns, but it doesn't really matter, because the game is in the bag right now. I'm just going to go into Umbreon to guarantee that I get the kill with Psyshock, because why not? So he's at -2 defense and special defense. That means I can go into my Choice Scarfed Azelf. I will be able to easily outspeed, finish him off with the Psyshock, and that will be the game. So pretty good game, sp4ever41. Like I said, if you have a YouTube, be sure to leave it in the comment section below, and I'm pretty sure the nice people here at PMP will put you in the description. So thank you guys for watching. Most of my images were provided by Zouse54 from DeviantArt. My little sprite dudes were provided by sprites.pokecheck.org, and my music was by Bob Mosius. Thank you guys for watching. As always, sub to the Pokemoshpit. Come check me out if you so wish to, and deuces.